right, so this fishing excursion, right? Like, it's so, ugh.
I'm just finding out if we're actually allowed to fish here. Yes?
So you're just gonna go nice and slow.
Do you want us to move to a different location?
This was Rhylee's time to shine, and I'd kind of like given her this trip as her own, like take charge and do this thing. It ticked me off that, you know, we were fishing in an area we were not supposed to be fishing in. In any case, I chose not to take the matter any further, and I kind of just let it kind of die.
So we got into a bit of trouble this morning with the park rangers. We weren't allowed to fish where we were fishing.
Oh.
And I've got professionals on board, like I'd like them to do a bit more research into their trips. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Here's the thing. I am partly responsible for the area that we're fishing in, okay? Which happens to be an illegal area, and that's why we have to move, and that's ultimately the excuse that Ashton gives Captain as to why I should be fired.
And fishing trip was kind of like not a huge success. Something happened, but you gave him an out, and he like threw Rhylee under the bus.
Kate takes it upon herself to go and tell Rhylee what I said to Captain Lee, and then I felt that she was maybe to blame for this whole situation.
While we're in the wheelhouse, Ashton informed the captain that we ran into waters where it was illegal to fish. And he goes, I just feel like Rhylee was in charge and she should have researched more. And I was just so annoyed because actually, Ashton, you're the head of the department.
I was made to look like the idiot because how dare I you know, come down on Rhylee because she should have been more prepared on her fishing trip as a professional fisherman. Kate, Mrs. Puppet Master, caused the biggest fucking shitstorm for me within my department. And ultimately it caused issues for Rhylee because I got pushed to the point where I was like, well, Rhylee, I'd fucking rather not have you on the boat. And the rest of the crew, the deck crew, feel the same about it. And it led to the point where I wanted to let her go.
This season, you really clash with the other deckhands. Do you normally have this much trouble getting along with the crew on every boat?
Oh, you know, I usually get along with my crewmates. I get along with, you know, within my work environment. I'm not mouthy all the time. I'm not rotten Rhylee all the time. Like, I am truly like a very bubbly, smiley, generally very happy person. I am fucking smiley Rhylee all the time until you piss me off. And then I'm like anybody else, I'm going to have feelings about it. Talk to me about this bullshit.
You just talked about the problem.
Shut the up. Who the are you? You, Tanner. Don't stand up to me. Who the are you? You're not anybody that's talking to me when Ashton and I are talking. You understand that? I know. I can't do it, but you guys can. Now you guys are my issue. That's the issue. I'm not saying I'm not a part of it, but I'm not the only reason there's an issue. I think that Ashton's going to be very adamant about making it appear like he's the best bosun. And if that means like he wants it known he's gone out of his way to include me, then that's what he's gonna do.
I was hoping for the best out of Rhylee, I really was. Anything and everything that the other guys did, I made sure that she rotated in with them. But you can't hide away from the fact that we've had 3 or 4 crew nights out. There was no drama, and the first night that she's there, there's drama.
You don't wanna talk about the problem, you wanna act like
a about the problem.
Shut the up. Who the are you? So where do I belong, Ashton?
You belong on a fishing boat in Alaska.
I'm done with you, Rhylee. You lost it 2 days.
2 days. Got it.
Come on, what's the common denominator here? To get that kind of version of her again on day 2, my kind of hopes for a good season and for giving her the benefit of the doubt just kind of went to 0. It was unfortunate. I think everybody could have handled it better, but
yeah, no,
you know,
it's never like
at the end of the day, Rhylee had everything to prove.
Ashton knows I worked hard. To think that I have anything to prove to Ashton would be, you know, bullshit. I already proved myself to them last year.
I was kind of reliving the hot-headed Rhylee from last season.
Let's just hold off until he's locked the chain off.
I thought he said that once he says shackles, we're supposed to do it, but...
Do what you want to do, Rhylee.
Are you seriously, like, acting like that to me? That's lovely.
Rhylee, every time I speak to you or I ask you to do something, like, you tell me what Chandler said.
I'm waiting.
Chandler's just told me something on the foredeck.
Okay.
Then you tell me what you think Chandler said. It irritates me.
Okay, I got it. I'm standing by.
And I was just like, f***ing, like, this is exactly what we didn't want from you.
When did you notice tensions building between yourselves and Rhylee?
Any little instruction that Ash would give Rhylee was a problem.
Like, do you want me to do it in front of you?
Sorry?
When do you want us to show you or something?
Do you want to do it now? Have you got an issue with this?
I'm just waiting to know where you want it positioned.
Same as always. Spread it out.
I'm not up here when you set it up, so.
Be very careful if you get caught in the net.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. You want me to come up and grab that?
We'll put Tan on it first so we can get the harness on.
Okay. Would you like me to start booming out?
Yeah, that's all right, right?
That was nice teamwork.
Yeah, nice teamwork.
Any little thing that was like, oh, maybe, like, you want to just re-wipe that? Why? Did I do it wrong?
Yes, that's exactly.
Did I do it wrong? How would you do it? I was like, oh, all right, I'll do it. Didn't know it was f***ing World War III.
I remember I said to her once, relax. Oh my God, all hell broke
I remember
loose.
that too. You just went, relax.
Just relax.
She flipped out.
Relax, Ra, relax.
You relax.
You're giving so much. Calm down, bro.
I am f***ing calm. Don't start with me.
All right. Sorry. I remember Ashton just looking at me and saying,
He shook his head like, nope. I think he walked away too. He was like, oh, have fun with that one, bro.
From the get-go, I think Ashton knew there was going to be problems because they have a history.
That's
But,
right, he held back
yeah,
a lot. You
I
saw
think when
his
he-
patience. Everyone's human.
Yeah, and
Everyone's
he went in with a
patience runs
strategy, I
out.
think.
Yeah, he went as calm as he could, and I mean, you just see it.
enough is
He
enough
runs out of
sometimes.
gas.
A bowline knot is not something that I use on the fishing boat a lot.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, the less you say, the better.
The less I say, the better.
Yeah, so keep quiet.
And I think that's where I just, I reached my point where I was just like, well, you don't actually belong here. Just go back to Alaska kind of thing.
Ashton's now made bosun. I mean, he almost died because of his own stupidity on deck.
Okay, watch the other lines, carefully.
Man overboard.
Man overboard.
What? When you think that you're gonna die and there's no coming back, and I actually thought that we were gonna lose him.
But so that's why you brought Ashton back as bosun, because he showed strength in the face of danger.
And ability. He got a second chance at living. And how many people get that?
Right.
How many people get another shot to be alive?
I'm working on this first one.
Did you ever feel at any point during this charter season that he should have cut you some slack because you were there for him during that situation?
I don't think he should have cut me slack for that, no. I mean, I feel like I don't think that's the case at all, no. I would never expect him to think that he owes me anything.
I'm extremely grateful that Rhylee did make the man over call. What she did in that scenario was her job, what she was trained to do. She didn't carry it out appropriately.
Rhylee was the only person that said man overboard. All I had to hear was man overboard, boat's out of gear, period.
But she carried it out to the extent that was enough to save my life.
I don't feel like I saved Ashton's life. I don't feel like, yeah, were we all a part of it? Yeah, so was Captain Lee. He stopped the boat. I didn't get any thank you, and I don't want to thank you. I would expect him or anyone else to do whatever they could in that moment to save me too. I don't think that he takes the job for what it is, which is bosun. I think that as a bosun, Ashton's main duty would be to owe anybody respect for their role as a part of that team, and not trying to fuck every girl or be everybody's bro. That's not me.
Hey, this is Ashton and Ross from Below Deck. Click here to subscribe and click over here for more videos.